Hello, this is Lincoln Lounsbury here. I wish I could see you in person right now, but I know since you're watching this video you have an interest in art and the power of art to transform. A little about my background. I've been participating in this work for 42 years, starting with the S training. I was a production team leader for the S training and the Landmark Forum for many years, and I've been an Introduction to the Landmark Forum leader. First did the Wisdom course 24 years ago. I was a source person for the Wisdom course for 2 years, and I'm currently in the Wisdom Unlimited for the Arts course. My art practice is remote viewing. Remote viewing is a technology first developed at Stanford Research Institute and the CIA. It's a technology that calls forth psychic ability which can be used to describe and sketch something unknown. This technology was declassified many years ago, and I've been a remote viewer for 17 years, and I've completed several thousand psychic sessions for a variety of projects. The sketch on the left in this diptych is from a remote viewing session I did. And here to my left is that actual remote viewing session. The intention of the session was to describe and sketch a photograph hidden in an envelope. I didn't know what it was. The session was done in 2012. The first thing I got doing this session was there's something soft present in the photograph. And then I got something colorful, porous, smooth, cool temperature, music present. When I went to do my sketch, immediately what came to me was a lot of movement and action, and I just started drawing lines to represent all this movement and action. And there were people present too, and I just drew an eye to represent this black dot to represent people. I summarized the session thinking this is a photograph of people in action, somewhere where there's something porous, smooth, colorful, maybe music. And this is the actual picture. People skiing down a mountainside, people in action, cool environment, porous, smooth, not so colorful really, music maybe. But I also noticed all these tracks, ski tracks in the snow, and I reinterpreted all these lines to represent the ski tracks in the snow. Common artifact remote viewing: when you're not drawing something intentionally, you may do so unwittingly. So that's it for this session. Years later, I was looking through my sessions with an intention to see what they might literally represent. And when I came across this session again, I looked at it and I thought, what might this be? And the first thing that came to mind was scribbling. This is a great representation of scribbling. Took me quite a bit of time to actually distinguish an outline of a head and an eye and a face looking, and since it was looking backwards, I made the rest to be thoughts about the past or conversations about the past. And for me, this sketch lived like that ever since. This is a sketch of someone having thoughts about the past. When I came to look at the theme of this year's conference, registering the past, this session came to mind immediately. But what about what's possible now? Well, what's possible now wouldn't include conversations about the past, thoughts about the past, celebrating the past, because we already know that's possible. So I digitally erased all the thoughts and conversations of the past, was left with just the outline of the head and the eye, which I reversed to show what's possible now. What's great and what I love about what's possible now is that it actually makes this piece of artwork potentially transformational. If you didn't see the outline of the head and the eye before you looked at what's possible, but you can see it now after looking at what's possible, then this piece was transformational for you. What's so can now occur for you in a way that didn't occur for you previously. Something else really great about this session for me. After I was looking at what's possible, for the first time ever, I noticed the beauty of this arc. And I pulled out a compass and I measured, and from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, it's a near perfectly drawn arc. But I liked more of the arc and did some more research and came to discover once again the golden spiral. And noticed that I had drawn even bigger sections of the golden spiral. And over here, 220 degrees of golden spiral. All this just from considering the theme of this year's conference. Thank you for stopping by.